The blast echoed through the quiet streets, a sound so jarring it yanked neighbors from their beds. Smoke curled from Laura Hensley's porch, and within moments, she was stumbling out, handcuffs glinting in the dawn light, her face a mess of mascara and defiance. All because she couldn't stop herself from snatching one last package from the wrong guy. Me. I'm Jake Miller, and I just moved into Willow Creek, a cookie-cutter suburb where every lawn was trimmed to perfection and every mailbox screamed uniformity. The day I arrived, a welcome basket sat on my porch, stuffed with a binder of HOA rules thicker than my old military field manual. Standing there was Laura Hensley, HOA president, her smile as fake as the flowers in her yard. "Welcome to Willow Creek," she said, her handshake cold. "I'm Laura, and we value standards here." Her eyes flicked to the MOVYing boxes stacked in my foyer, her lips pursing. "You'll want those out of sight soon. Visible clutter VY OLATS Rule 6.2. I forced a grin, drawing on the patience I'd honed over 10 years as a Marine. "Thanks for the warm welcome, Laura. I'm Jake, just got out last month." I didn't mention my tours in Iraq or my knack for security systems. Some cards you hold close. Over the next few weeks, I watched Willow Creek from my porch, sipping coffee and taking mental notes. Laura was everywhere measuring grass with a ruler, snapping photos of trash cans an inch out of place. Leah VYing violation notices for things as petty as a garden gnome on a Wednesday. Neighbors whispered about her, rolling their eyes, but snapping to attention when she appeared. She was the queen of this suburban kingdom, and nobody dared challenge her crown. But then I heard about the missing packages. At first, it was just Grumblee's lost Amazon order, a porch pirate maybe. Then my neighbor, Dave, showed me grainy footage of someone in a floppy hat and oversized sunglasses swiping a gift for his wife. The way they moved, that confident strut, felt oddly familiar. It hit me personally soon enough. I'd ordered gear for my new security consulting gig, pricey, custom stuff you can't just replace. Tracking said delivered, but my porch was bare. 3 times in 2 weeks, same story. "Maybe talk to Laura," my neighbor Sarah suggested, her tone heavy with meaning. "She's got cameras everywhere. Might have seen something." I smirked. "I've got my own way of handling this. As a security specialist, I knew how to catch a thief without making a fuss. I set up micro cameras around my porch, hidden in plain sight, paired with motion sensors that ping my phone. Then came the bait. An empty box rigged with a GPS tracker, a timer, and a loud-as-hell alarm that'd go off 30 seconds after being moved. I plopped it on my porch one Friday, acting nervous as I glanced around, then drove off like I was gone for the weekend. I didn't go far, just parked around the block, eyes glued to my phone. It took 48 hours. At 5:43 a.m. Sunday, my alerts went wild. The camera feed showed a figure in a dark hoodie creeping onto my porch, head swiveling like a hawk. They grabbed the box, and as they turned, the hood slipped just enough to show Laura's face, her eyes gleaming with greed. The timer started ticking. I called the non-emergency police line, calm as could be, and laid it out. I had VY proof of multiple thefts. Then I slipped back to my house, staying out of sight. Laura made it to her garage, package in hand, but she was still inside when the alarm kicked Ina, piercing wail that could wake the dead. My cameras caught her flailing, panic setting in as she shoved the box under a pile of what looked like dozens of other stolen packages. The police rolled up fast, surrounding her house like they'd been waiting for this. I approached an officer, showed him the live feed on my phone. "She's in the garage with the stolen goods," I said. "And from what I can see, it's not just mine." He nodded, muttering into his radio. A megaphone crackled. "Laura Hensley, this is the police. We have a warrant. Exit with your hands up." Silence. Then her garage door creaked open, and out she came, still in a hoodie but somehow decked out in full makeup and a blazer, like she was heading to a board meeting, not a jail cell. "This is outrageous," she shrieked, her voice waking the neighborhood. "I'm the president of this community. You're harassing me." The officer didn't flinch. "Ms. Hensley, we have VY of you stealing. Hands up, walk toward us." She took one step, then froze, pointing a manicured finger. "This is a misunderstanding. That new guy's breaking HOA rules with his cameras. If anyone's a criminal, it's him. I bit back a laugh. The nerve of her. The officer's tone hardened. Final warning, Ms. Hensley. Surrender, or we'll take action. She spun around, slammed her door, and yelled, I'm calling my lawyer. This is my neighborhood. What happened next even caught me off guard. A tactical unit had slipped into position, moving like ghosts. After 3 ignored warnings, they lobbed a flashbang. The blast rattled windows, sent birds fleeing, and filled Laura's porch with smoke. The team breached her door, and seconds later, there she was dragged out in cuffs, one arm in a bathrobe, the other in her hoodie, clutching my bait package like it was her lifeline. Mascara streaked her face as she wailed. This is a mistake. I was protecting our property values. He's the one ruining our curb appeal. The police searched her garage and found a thief's treasure trove over 50 stolen packages, some unopened, others torn apart. Birthday gifts, medical supplies, business gear, it was all there. Laura's control freak streak went way beyond lawn care. 2 days later, the DA called. Laura faced felony charges: mail theft, possession of stolen property, resisting arrest. The EVY Denke was ironclad, and they figured she'd take a plea deal to avoid a trial. That week's HOA meeting was packed. Someone moved to boot Laura as president, and when the vote came, every hand shot up 47-0. Even her loyalists turned on her. Word spread fast. Laura got 18 months in prison, 5 years probation, and a DULA $12,500 restitution order. They say she collapsed in court, stunned that her suburban empire had crumbled. Willow Creek's quieter now. The lawns are still perfect, but the fear's gone. I'm just Jake, the new guy who took down the HOA queen. But I can't help wondering what drove Laura to risk it all. Was it greed, power, or something darker? What do you think pushed Laura over the edge? Was she a mastermind or just a control freak who snapped? Should Jake have handled it differently? Maybe confronted her first? Drop your thoughts below, hit that like button if you love the drama, and subscribe for more wild stories. Let's get this debate going. Thank you for taking the time to listen to today's story on Store of Good Stories. If this story touched your heart or made you think, don't forget to hit like and share the video to spread this positive message to more people. And if this is your first time here, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of the meaningful stories we share every week. Your support is the biggest motivation for Store of Good Stories to keep bringing heartfelt and valuable stories to you. See you in the next video. Thank you for taking the time to listen to today's story on Store of Good Stories. If this story touched your heart or made you think, don't forget to hit like and share the video to spread this positive message to more people. And if this is your first time here, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of the meaningful stories we share every week. Your support is the biggest motivation for Store of Good Stories to keep bringing heartfelt and valuable stories to you. See you in the next video.